Hello everyone, I am Vidya Pawar. Today, in this video, I am explain the topic of hardware organization of numerical relay. Numerical relays have inbuilt computing devices and digital techniques. They are being used to acquire data regarding current and voltage derived from power systems through current transformer and potential transformer. These are called analog inputs, which, when processed, arrive at the decision for trip or non-trip of the associated circuit breaker. The online computing device is a fast-acting microprocessor or digital signal processor. The entire operation from data acquisition to decision making can be completed in about 20 milliseconds, that is one cycle. The relay operates on inbuilt software, which includes the settings governed by the relay tripping logic. These settings can be set by communication channels from local or remote or human machine interface. And this is the block diagram of numerical relay hardware. In this block diagram, sections are there. They are normally the analog input subsystem, digital input subsystem, and here this is analog input subsystem and digital input subsystem, processor, data and program storage, digital output system, power supply and communication peripherals and protocol. So I am explain one by one. In the analog input subsystem, analog signals like currents and voltages, they are derived from the switchyard of the substation. These analog signals are then multiplexed, sampled and converted to digital signals. This process is nothing but a discretization in the area of digital signal processing. Moreover, surge filters are required for protection of low voltage digital components. So, signal conditioning is required to adjust and match voltage levels to the input range of an analog to digital converter. So, an analog low pass filter is also required to block the higher unwanted frequency components to avoid aliasing. The next is the digital input subsystem. Digital input subsystem that consists of the status of other relays and the circuit breaker in the associated network. Processor, that is the fast acting microprocessors and microcontrollers, were typically used in earlier times. Nowadays, digital signal processors are used in numerical relays, which are faster in comparison to microcontrollers. Earlier, digital signal processors used specialized multiplication hardware and instructions to achieve fast multiplications and contained additional hardware such as wide accumulator resistors to increase the numeric fidelity. The clock speeds. Clock speeds of current mainstream digital signal processors have increased between 50 MHz to 100 MHz, with the latest digital signal processors executing at 200 MHz or higher. Some high-end digital signal processors include two multiplication units and can compute two instructions in every cycle. At 200 MHz, each instruction pair requires only 5 nanoseconds. Next is the data and the program storage. Data and program storage have the random access memory and um, read only memory, EEPROM, and there is a bulk storage. So, the random access memory of the computer holds the acquired samples from the input system. It also acts as buffer storage for additional samples if the relaying algorithm takes time. Apart from this storage, the RAM acts as what called data scratch pad, that is nothing but a temporary storage to be used during the filtering algorithm and relay algorithm execution. Read only memory stores the program permanently, and the read only memory is used for storing the relay logic and the monitor program required for interaction between the user or operator and the relay. EEPROM nothing but electrically erasable programmable read only memory that is needed for storing parameters which needed to be uh, changed from time to time. For example, relay settings. Flash memory has replaced EEPROM in recent times. Last is the bulk storage. Bulk storage memory is required for storing historical data files. This is used for storing time tagged event data, fault related data tables, and recording of significant transient events of the power system. So, the digital filter program is essential to all relaying applications. The data samples acquired within the RAM, they are passed through the digital filter program. The algorithms for extracting phasors mm, are also there. Next, digital output subsystem. Digital output subsystem is used to give trip signals, alarms, and control signals to the external system. Power supply means the power supply. The relay has to be operative even if the station supply is not available. So, the uninterrupted DC supply is provided to the numerical relay by means of battery charger sets. Then the communication peripherals and the protocol. The communication facilities available with various communication ports like RS-232, R485, RJ45, etc. Communication between the numerical relay and the personal desktop or the laptop computer can be established through Ethernet and fiber optical cables. A specific set of communication rules are nothing but the protocols. Each relay manufacturer has patented protocols for communication with their relays. Even communication protocols are different for relays of different platforms of the same manufacturers, like SPA Modbus. There is a no problem with patent communication protocols as individual communications is possible. Within modern concept of substation integration and automation, that is SCADA, um, and EMS. Interoperability of relays with some common communication protocol has to be realized. In these schemes, all the relays of the subsystem are integrated with some common network for substation level and also remote communications. Due to this requirement, a common communication protocol IEC 61850 has been developed. So, um, some facilities are available in the numerical relay. They are nothing but input or output. Inputs may be CT, PT, external contacts, etc., while the outputs will be contacts to be used for various executions. Second facility available is software. Every company has its own software used for relay configuration, setting LED assignments, etc. Third is HMI, human machine interface. Some primary data can be available on the local display of the unit, that is menu through a personal computer. It will be display the data uh, via service values, fault current, and voltage period to the fault, and during the fault time to operate the relay, distance of the fault, indications and tripping phase affected, carrier signal send or receiver, etc. Communication is the fourth facility. This is done with the relay by the PC through software for the respective make of the relay. The relay can be set, configured, and read by the PC, and the stored data can be taken in the PC for the analysis. Next facility is nothing but distribution recorder. The relay has a storage facility of events and disturbances. The distribution recorder can take waveforms of voltage and current for each phase and the neutral phase. Decision taking time by the relay, and operating time of the relay, tripping time, carrier send or receive, they are precisely recorded by the relay. The disturbance recorder is useful in analysis, which can further lead to upgrading of coordination equipment if necessary. Next is the logic. Charts are prepared in the relay for assigning special functions in addition to the existing functions of the relay. Metering. The numerical relays also have metering facility with the maximum or minimum records, or a maximum and minimum records. Group settings. Generally, 4 groups of setting values can be stored, and any one can be made active. So the present set of active groups can be viewed in the menu. So this is about the numerical relay hardware and facilities given or available in the numerical relay. Then thank you.